right? So we've got this ring that looks like it's been through a carburetor. A lot of jewelers would look at this and say, you know what? It's just done. Like, there's just no way that we can make this look good again. But these people were so sweet, and they said, you know, we're really attached to it. It's got sentimental value. So I said, oh, I'm up for it. We'll take a shot at it, and if it doesn't work, I won't charge you. If it does work, it's several $1 million. And they said, okay. Well, in my dreams, they said that. So what we're doing here is, before I try and straighten it out, I have to basically rearrange the molecules, and that takes heat. So we'll soften it by annealing. Heat it up, quench it, and once we've done that, we can try and round it and then check its orientation and see how it's working. So here I'm squishing it over the mandrel and forcing it up using only my fingers. I'm not trying to bang it up there. I'm just gently trying to round it. And it's not cooperating. I mean, it is really so badly out of shape that it's difficult to tell whether or not it's going to shift in the top. In fact, we may give it back to the client when they come to pick it up, and they'll say, oh, no, that's not how it looked before. I can only go by my assumptions based on how it looked when it came to us. So I'll take a rawhide mallet to it and try to gently manipulate it so that it will round itself up, and we'll take the distortion out of the interior, and we'll worry about the exterior after we've done that. As you can see, it's no simple task. Fortunately, there are no welds or solder seams anywhere on the ring that I could detect. And the bending and stressing that goes along with putting it back into shape will not, in the end, it won't break. If it breaks at any point, that's where I say, you know what, it's not worth pursuing. But it hasn't broken, and at this point I'm thinking, you know what, we can take this to the end. We can take this all the way. We can deliver a product back to our client that they're going to be blown away by. You got to remember, when they last saw it, they were dumbstruck by their terrible luck. So what I'm doing here again is fire coating, softening, and that way we can manipulate it while cold at room temperature. Before we can do that, though, we've got to soften it. And as you can see, it just takes really just a few seconds. Okay, it's hammer time. So here I'm a bit worried about what I'm going to do to the setting for the stone if I apply force near the top. And then I'm thinking, you know what, I can fix that if I bend it. So I aggressively go after that. Yeah. There was no point along the whole, this trajectory that I thought, oh yeah, I've got it in the bag. All right, so we've got this really messed up ring. I was a bit reluctant to take this in to begin with, but you know what? We can. We probably can. And so because it was made in India with 21 karat gold, it is soft enough that it will allow us to, I guess, to straighten it out and make it whole without it fatiguing, without it breaking at the joints, without it breaking at the bends. So, an experiment. I'm up for it. The client decided that they wanted to go ahead, and I gave them no idea of how much it would cost, but I just said, you know, honestly, I'd like to give this a try.